In a sharp turn from the bold, front and center diversity declarations of recent years, an increasing number of corporate leaders are quietly recalibrating their approaches to diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. Amidst growing opposition and challenges that these programs face, many executives are opting for subtler, under the radar strategies to foster inclusivity in the workplace. These new hurdles represent a pendulum swing from the earlier wave of enthusiastic commitment to DEI that many corporations publicly undertook, especially in the aftermath of global social justice movements. In an effort to reconcile the twin demands of societal expectations and divergent stakeholder opinions, several businesses are reassessing how they implement these crucial initiatives. DEI programs have come under increased scrutiny for a variety of reasons. Some critics argue that the programs can be too prescriptive, confrontational, or even divisive. Others suggest that the effectiveness of such initiatives is difficult to measure, leading to confusion about their actual impact. This has placed corporate leaders in a precarious position of needing to maintain the momentum for positive change without alienating parts of their workforce or customer base. In navigating this complex environment, executives are moving towards more nuanced approaches. For example, some companies are embedding inclusivity into the fabric of their daily operations without the explicit banners of DEI programs. They might prioritize hiring from a broader pool of candidates and develop training that fosters a culture of respect and collaboration, without overtly framing these actions within the typical DEI lexicon. Others are doubling down on their commitment to equity and inclusion, amplifying the message that a diverse workforce is not only a social imperative, but also a competitive advantage. These organizations are reinforcing their stance that inclusivity drives innovation and reflecting this belief in their brand communications, hiring practices, and corporate policies. The shift in tactics underscores a larger debate about the role and responsibility of the corporate sector in addressing societal issues. It also raises questions about the best way to achieve lasting and meaningful change within organizations. Some analysts argue that the move towards a less conspicuous DEI effort could undermine the transparency and accountability that have been central to progress so far. Nevertheless, what remains unambiguous is the resolve of many business leaders to continue the quest for a more inclusive corporate culture. Through a mix of public and private efforts, these executives are committed to ensuring that their companies reflect the diversity of the society in which they operate. While the approaches may vary, the overarching goal of creating a workforce that is as diverse as it is proficient remains a top priority for companies across the globe. The relevance of the strategies employed by these corporate leaders extends beyond their individual organizations. The subtle yet persistent push for diversity and inclusion in the workplace has the potential to influence broader societal norms and values, contributing to a more equitable world for future generations. It is a delicate balance between progress and pragmatism, symbolizing the ever-evolving journey of corporate responsibility in a dynamic social landscape.